Yes, people, welcome back to another video because it has now been confirmed. Manchester United are set to launch an all-out attack for Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. It looks like this is the deal that's going to get done, guys. This looks like the striker is going to be playing at Old Trafford next season because Man United had two targets only 24 hours ago. Ollie Watkins, Benjamin Sesko. Well, it's now come out from David Ornstein, Florian Plettenberg as well, a reliable journalist from Germany, that Manchester United have set their eyes on Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. And look, it looks like the 22-year-old is going to be holding up the Manchester United jersey probably next week because these German teams don't play. They'll say their demands, they'll say what they want, and Manchester United will either pay up or have to cough up. Simple as that. So, guys, breaking news today in terms of Manchester United. Florian Plettenberg, one of the tweets here is Manchester United have held concrete talks with Benjamin Sesko during RB Leipzig's training camp and also on site, as reported. There has and there's always been a feeling that Sesko would choose Manchester United over all other current options. Christian Vivel is very eager to bring Sesko in. Newcastle representatives are also on site to discuss a potential move for Sesko. Talks ongoing, decision soon. So when you're looking at that and you're reading between the lines, it looks like Christian Vivel's played a huge part for Manchester United. We'll get to him in a second. And also Benjamin Sesko himself, his decision is that he wants to go to Manchester United. It's not been finalized. It's not been fully confirmed yet. But when you're looking at this and you're looking at reports that Manchester United have now set their eyes on Benjamin Sesko from Leipzig, you'd be shocked if they didn't then get their man. Because you wouldn't go in for a player who is linked with another team heavily if you didn't believe you could get him. You would have discussions, you would have, talks and see if he's interested. But then if they wasn't active, if they wasn't interested and saying, yeah, we want to come to you, then you would just back off. You wouldn't waste your time. You've got Ollie Watkins there that you have to bid 60 million for at least to get. If not, you have to go to other options, Nicholas Jackson, Vissar, whoever it is. But Manchester United have had talks with Benjamin Sesko, and the vibes that we're getting, clear indications that Sesko has said he wants to come. Sesko wants to join the team in red at Old Trafford wearing that shirt. It seems as simple as that to me. And that is why Manchester United now are actively pursuing him as the number one target. David Ornstein has come out and said, Ollie Watkins, step aside. Manchester United are putting all their eggs in the Benjamin Sesko basket. So yes, people, it looks like Manchester United are going to have their new striker, finally. But ultimately, I don't know if you guys are happy. Because ultimately, it comes down to who do you prefer, Watkins or Sesko? Yes, we're going to get a striker. That's the good thing. But I preferred Watkins for a 2-year gap, Premier League proven, experience, older player that can guide the youngers. That's what I was going with. Yes, I know he's reclining a little bit, losing a little bit of pace, but he's got the know-how. However, we've got to put that aside now. Benjamin Sesko, it looks like the striker that's coming, and he's going to come with a point to prove. He's going to come with a big reputation. 65 million it's probably going to cost at least. 22 years of age, playing well in the Bundesliga, and he's coming to a team like Manchester United who ultimately are not confident. We haven't got a team that's fully ready to go and challenge for titles or anything like that. We're looking to just get back into Europe. We're looking just to get back into Europe and then build from there. But what do we think about the 22-year-old? Because last year, 13 goals and 5 assists in 33 games in the Bundesliga. That's okay. It doesn't wow me and it doesn't bore me. It's just kind of like, yeah, okay, from a striker in the top 6, 13 goals and 5 assists. That's what I'd expect. He's doing what I'd expect, Benjamin Sesko. The year before that, 14 goals, 2 assists. So literally the goals have been a bit similar in the league. 31 games in that season. So he averages about the 13, 14 mark at the moment in the last 2 seasons, but he doesn't get a lot of assists. So he's more of a goal scorer. However, at Manchester United, we need a goal scorer. Simple as that. We need someone that's going to be able to put the ball in the back of the net because we have been struggling with that plenty of times last season. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows how much Manchester United have struggled with that. And I think when I looked at the comparability between him, Højlund, and Ollie Watkins, Benjamin's shot conversion rate was at 22%. Watkins is at 16%. So, in big moments, in crunch times, when you might get one chance in a game, we need someone that's going to be able to take it. That is what Benjamin Sesko currently has upside to Watkins, except anything else, because he doesn't have the experience in the Premier League, doesn't have the knowledge. It's going to be a lot of unknown and question marks. That's the truth, people. It could work. He could come in and absolutely bang. And I'd love that. I'm a Manchester United fan. I just have slight reservations that I'm not going to put pressure on him because we've brought in Xerxes, who's got better towards the end of the season, but it's a big second season for him. Rasmus Højlund's had 2 years at the club. He was another player that was linked with, other clubs. He came from Atalanta, big reputation, potential. Sesko's done it more on a higher level, done it in the Champions League, playing at a bigger club more consistently in the last 2 years. But still, he comes with that unknown quantity of you putting your basket in another potential category, hoping that Sesko works out. Because that's ultimately what we're doing, rather than going to a 2 years proven player. I think the one big thing for me, guys, and this is the one big thing that's convinced me that I'm happy with Sesko coming, is actually the signings of Mbeumo and Cunha. Because now, at least the goal pressure is not just on Benjamin Sesko coming in from Leipzig at 22 years of age. Because Højlund had that burden. There was no one really chipping in. Rashford was going a bit in and out of form. Garnacho was young. Anthony didn't hit the ground running at all. Like, he wasn't a big goal scorer at Ajax. We've now got experienced players in Mbeumo and Cunha that have come into the club, and they've got that Premier League proven ability. They are 26, 27 years of age in their prime. They can contribute with goals and assists. So that might take away a bit of the pressure on Benjamin Sesko. Like, Sesko, if you get 15 league goals, that's brilliant. Because Cunha, Bruno, and Mbeumo, they should all be chipping in. That's 3 players I've just named there outside of Sesko. And then on top of that, Højlund and Xerxes, that also want to chip in. So, like, that's the part that gives me a bit more confidence. We're not just throwing him in and there's no one really around him that's going to support, it's going to create for him. He's going to take off a bit of the pressure. Sesko might actually work as a young-blooded demon with the experience of Mbeumo and Cunha around him. They can help him. They can guide him. And if we've got him there to finish the chances both aerially and on the floor with his striking ability, because he's a very good ball striker, then it could work. It could be an absolute gem. You're like, wow, do you know what? You went and got the proven experienced players behind him, and then you got the young hitter and driller in Benjamin Sesko. That's what I'm starting to believe now. That's what I'm starting to look at, because like I said, guys, here it is. Man United are in concrete talks now. There's no messing. There's no games. It was Ollie Watkins that I was wanting at first. But now we have to move on to Benjamin Sesko. And my thoughts, obviously, on that are, yes, it's another potential player. But with Mbeumo and Cunha and Bruno Fernandes behind, it could just be that goal-scoring player that we need. Because Xerxes is not a goal scorer, but he's a brilliant IQ technical footballer. Højlund does what Sesko does, but he does it worse. Amorim has come out, though, and said that he wanted Watkins. And Christian Vivel, who plays a big part in Manchester United's contracts, with players and now recruitment, he's got a very good knowledge of German football and German players. Obviously, Sesko is Slovenian, but he's had a close relationship with Sesko. He's met him a few times. He's watched his game. And he's gone to the board and said, no, we need to get Benjamin Sesko and not Ollie Watkins. I don't know how Ruben Amorim's going to fit with that, but we are signing players for the club and the club's future, and they think Sesko is a better fit than an Ollie Watkins. Whether that's going to cause a bit of a dispute in the camp, I don't know, because Ruben Amorim wanted Watkins. However, you're getting a striker. You've got to make do with at least a very good European talent. It's not like you're getting a scrub. You're getting someone that has the potential to be very good. But again, potential. But let's see what happens, guys. Manchester United accelerating talks for Benjamin Sesko. It looks like he is going to be the striker that comes into the football club. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you're happy with this. And we rock on. Manchester United, big move for a striker, Benjamin Sesko.